This is really interesting because a couple weeks ago, I sent Glenn a podcast on going through the church fathers and their discussion of this issue. And it's been talked about for, 2,000 years. And, we're not new here. And you know what? Pearl's idea of a nuptial agreement, I don't want to use the word prenup, a nuptial agreement with getting genetic testing, I think that's a good idea. Because if you do it at that point, it's not calling into doubt anything. It's not accusing anybody of anything. It's just saying, here's the law.
I mean, my dad would always say trust but verify. What's wrong with trusting but verifying?
Hey, but let's recognize this. Force will be used in marriage. Now, call it force or enforcement or whatever. Someone has the power. And it can be either the woman or the man. Now, our civil law gives the power to the woman. And then she will use it. And oftentimes it's against men. Or you can have a man have the power. Well, he's the head of the household. And then go back to Proverbs 14. The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish pulls it down with her hands. Give the authority to a woman. And what's she going to do with it? Destroy. That's my experience.
Well, I mean, and Michael Knowles seems to try to be a logical person and rational person. So I'm going to argue him rationally. I guarantee you this, that he does not know what goes on with that pussy of his wife 24 hours a day. I guarantee you he's not always watching it. I guarantee you he's not always in it. I guarantee you he's not has a camera on it. When he's away at work or when he's traveling doing a speech, he doesn't know what's going on with it. He has to trust her and hope that nothing is going in there. Now, who knows whose baby that is in her belly? Only the wife knows for 100% fact that that baby is hers. The man doesn't. So why wouldn't it just be easy just to put a blank law saying that all babies need to get a paternity test?
Hey, Glenn, I have a question for you.
That just puts everybody on the equal, honest playing field. Do you know that the singer Neo got conned for raising a kid or paying child support for a child that it wasn't his, and he didn't find out till years later? Yeah.
Okay. At the end of the Ephesians 5 nasty stuff that we shouldn't talk about, doesn't it say a woman should respect her man, her husband, and a husband should love his wife? Now, where does it say that the husband should trust his wife? Where's that in the Bible?
Doesn't say that.
It says it's a good thing if you can in Proverbs 31.
We shouldn't listen to our wives because, in Genesis, why did Adam get in trouble? What did God say to Adam in Genesis? Because you listened to your wife and ate the fruit that I told you not to. See, we're all in this mess because Adam decided to listen to his wife to begin with. So when she says it's yours, don't believe her. I just wonder, if that baby that she has, if it came out black for whatever reason, if he would still have the same opinion. I'm just wondering. I'm just asking for a friend.
I don't know.
Explaining is
really?
how
I think
today
women are far more evil.
Well, that's what he was explaining. He was saying, explain today, today women are getting, it's not that women are more sinful, it's that women are getting away with more sin. They're just not being punished, not being held accountable for it.
Right.
And it's you want marriage to come back? Go ahead, Nick.
So classically, Joel Evans Reformed. I wish he's Presbyterian like me, but we're both Reformed. The Reformed theology. So classically, Reformers, Puritans, the Westminster Divines, essentially, they distinguish that, all mankind is sinful, but the sexes tend to sin in different ways. And so women tend to sin in different ways than men. and men tend to sin in different ways than women. And deception is typically tends to be one of the ways that women particularly sin.